Briggs. Well, purpose of this video, I'll make it short and sweet. It's just an update on what I've been doing the last week. Not a whole lot of anything really, but I had my nephew over here, so I basically visited with him and didn't really do much work on anything. However, I have great news, everybody. This is the axle from my Peerless 5-speed. I got it out, finally, as you can see. I use a sawzall and I sawzalled through the rim. Drilled 4 holes here, punched them through, and used the sawzall, cut all the way across to the center of the hub. And while the axle was still down in it like so, with the hub still attached, I just kept bending and bending until it popped itself out like that. And then that left me with the hub rusted to the axle. I just took a angle grinder and I grinded down through it. On one side of the I cut right almost where the keyway was, because it was the thinnest part of the axle, and split it. I destroyed the key in the process, but the keyway itself is mostly intact. Slight little groovage there. Then I flipped it over and did the same. Well, that's the cuts that went into the axle from the other side. And I still had to oil it and beat on it with a hammer, but I finally got it off. So now I can continue work on Rusticide. And I got the pulley off, which I went ahead and I put a bunch of axle grease all over the little pulley shaft, and I put the cap over to keep it out of the weather, keep it from rusting. So good news to that. So now I can continue working on Rusticide. Finally. I still got to weld in that front axle carrier, and so I can mount the new front axle, which I'll be doing that later today. I had the welder out earlier this morning, and I was working on my top secret project that almost everyone, or almost no one knows about. Only a couple of people I've told, and hopefully they won't rat me out, because it's basically a big surprise to the majority of my other subscribers. And it'll be really neat when it's done, and be very, very useful around here. You can only imagine, I guess. So there's that. And finally, no, it's not mounted yet, but took the side panels off and I set it up on the Sabre, and I took pictures of it and I sent them to my friend who owns the tractor, as it's not mine, and he loved it. So that's how we're going to mount the hood to the Sabre. I'm just going to bolt it down to the frame, just drill some holes, put some long bolts and flat washers. And then I'm going to put some kind of a strap coming from here down to the frame somewhere to keep it from bending. And that's it. But you can see now how much the engine sticks out on this side and how far it is on this side. So that's what was going to make it so hard to mount on there with the side panels. And if we were to use the side panels, we'd have to hack it up so much. There wouldn't be nothing left of the side panels, and they're in nice shape, so it'd be a shame to cut them up. So this is how we're going to do it instead. So there's that. So I'll be working on this Sabre this week as well as Rusticide, and be also working on my secret project throughout the week, but I will not make videos of that one until it is completed. So y'all just have to wait on that one. So it's a surprise. Okay, well, I gotta get back to work. I'm not gonna make a video of me welding in the front axle because there's no point in doing that. It's just a simple procedure of setting the carrier up in there and welding it in place. Whoop-de-doo, no big deal. But the next video of the Rusticide, which I'm going to try to film tomorrow, I'll be pulling the rear axle out and setting it up on jack stands. And no, I take it back. I'm not even going to take that out yet. Leave it on there for now. That way I can still roll it around. Tomorrow's vid, I'm just going to take the transaxle part and put it back together, get it going. Alright, well, later for now. Keep watching, stay tuned.